morning, class 10th. We had already discussed the linear inequations with you in my earlier video. Today we are going to do some problems based on whatever we had discussed. These are practice sums. Like he says, solve the following inequations and represent them on real number line. And here the replacement set is a real set of real numbers only. Like the first question is 2x minus 1 is less than 5. Now I'm not going to elaborate that. I'll add 1 here, add 1 here. I'll transfer minus 1 from this side to this side, from left to right. So 5 plus 1. Though they say that when you add the same number on both sides of the inequation does not change. So you can, if you want to understand in beginning, we can do that we add plus 1 on both the sides. Plus 1. We are adding the same number on both the sides, so it doesn't make any difference to the inequation. This will cancel. 2x will become less than 6. Now you divide it by 2 on both the sides. Since we are dividing with a positive number, so it is not going to change the sign of inequality. X is less than 3. X is less than 3. Now this has to be represented on real number line. It has to be represented on real number line. There are two ways of doing it. First is like it is 1, is 0, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4. Both on the both ends of the number line we indicate an arrow which depicts that this number line is going to this side plus infinity and this side minus infinity. Now it is less than 3. It is not equal to 3. It is less than 3. That means 3 is not included. So one way of doing is that put a circle around 3 and don't shade it. That means 3 is not included. 3 is not included. And less than 3 means to this side. Less than 3 will be obviously to the left side. So just darken it and indicate an arrow. Indicate an arrow. Because it's set of real numbers, all the real numbers will be between 3 and 2 also, between 2 and 1 also, 1 and 0. This will represent this. This is one way of representing it on number line. The another way which I prefer is this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You must see that always you go one ahead of the number, like here, less than 3, so go to 4. Indicate on both sides the arrow. These are the important things. Then less than 3. Less than 3, if it was equal to 3, I would have drawn a straight line. But it is not equal to 3. It is less than 3. So what I do is I'll draw an arc like this. It is less than 3. If it was more than 3, then I would have done it like that. Okay. So less than 3, then I will draw a line parallel to this and indicate an arrow. This representation is that this inequation, which is x is less than 3. X is less than 3. So we have to go to the left side. If you're going to the greater, it was greater, then we would have gone to the right side. All the numbers to this side are less than 3. And they are real numbers, so they will be represented like this on a number line. I would prefer the second method. So I would be following second method. You can do the first method also. There is no issue at all. Like 2x minus 1 is less than 5, what we did was added 1 to both sides, because we told you the first law was that when we add the same number on both sides of the inequation does not change. So this will cancel. 2x will become less than 6. Then we divided both sides with positive 2. When you're dividing or multiplying with a positive number, there is no change in the sign of inequality. It only reverses itself when you multiply or divide with a negative number. Here we are dividing it with positive number 2. So 2x divided by 2, 6 divided by 2. So x will be less than 3. And then we represent it on the number line. Let's see question number 2 now. Question number 2 I have 3x plus 1 is greater than or equal to minus 5. Greater than or equal to minus 5. Now for removing plus 1, I am going to subtract the same number 1 from both the sides. So 3x plus 1 minus 1 greater than minus 5 minus 1. Whatever you are subtracting, the same number has to be subtracted. So there is no change of sign. This will cancel. 3x will be greater than or equal to minus 6. Now we divide by 3. 3x divided by 3 is greater than minus 6 divided by 3, because you are dividing with a positive number. There is no there is no reversal of inequality. X is greater than or equal to minus 2. Now x is greater than or equal to minus 2. How do I represent it on the number line? Again 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1. Both sides should be shown. Few numbers on both sides should be shown, indicating the arrows that this number line is going towards plus infinity and minus infinity. X is greater than or equal to minus 2. So greater will come to this side. It is not equal to, it is neither less than. So greater than or equal to 2, greater than or equal to 2, greater than or equal to 2, also equal. So there is sign of equality, that is why we have put this straight line, and then you just. So this arrow will indicate, this arrow actually indicates it's going to infinity. It is going to infinity because it is not a restricted number or a restricted set. It is a. So x is greater than equal to minus 2. Any number which is greater than equal to minus 2 on real number line will be part of this set, infinite set. So this is equal to. When the term equal comes, then we put a line also. It is greater than also equal to. If it was less than equal to, then we would have gone to this side. So we represented this on the number line, on real number line, this way. Now let us see question number 3. Question number 3 is 2 into 2x minus 3 less than equal to 6. Less than equal to 6. Let us open the bracket. 2 2s are 4x. 2 3s are 6. Is less than equal to 6. Now what we are going to do, we have to remove this minus 6. So let us add plus 6. 4x minus 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6. This will cancel. 4x is less than equal to 12. Or divide by 4, then x will be equal to less than equal to 3. 4 3s are 12. Again, the number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to infinity. It's going to infinity. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. X is less than equal to 3. It is equal to also, that is why a line on top of 3, and less than. So to this side. Less than it to this side. This will represent the set that x is less than equal to 3 is going on number line. If you want to do it the second, another way which we had also discussed, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Then when it is equal to, less than equal to 3, then we shade this also. Like in the first case, it was not equal to, so we had left and you darken this side and indicate an arrow that will represent this. But I prefer this method. I'll continue doing this. Whichever method you prefer, you can choose. I would be doing with this method. Now, the fourth one is x is greater than minus 4 and less than 4. In this, not equal to. It is greater than minus 4 and less than 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you can say. And this is indicated here. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Need not to be solved, only we have to represent it on the number line because there is nothing to solve in it. X is greater than minus 4. So greater will be to this side. And x is less than 4. X is less than 4. All the numbers between this. Every number possible between this minus 4 to plus 4 will be part of this inequation. It says x is greater than minus 4. So it is not coming equal to. If it was equal to, I would have drawn a straight line on top of 4, minus 4 or 4, whichever was there. But it is less than, it is greater than. Greater than will come to this side. And less than 4 means to this side. So this becomes your number line. This is represented on the number line. Let's see question number 5. Question number 5 is x is greater than equal to minus 2 and less than 5. Again number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Always take a number greater than, like it is minus 2, so take minus 3, it is 5, take 6. And of course, indicate that the line is going to infinity on both sides. X is greater than equal to minus 2. X is greater than equal to minus 2. When it is equal to, then we drop a straight line on top of 2. It's less than 5. Less than 5 will be to this side. And then join this to this. And this will indicate all the numbers which are real numbers, set of real numbers which are greater than equal to minus 2. It is equal to minus 2. This straight line on top of minus 2 represent it is equal to minus 2, and because we are going to this side, so greater than and less than 5, because we are not reaching 5. We are not reaching 5. If we were reaching 5, I would have drawn a straight line on top of 5. So in between minus 2 and 5, it is equal to minus 2, greater than minus 2, less than 5. Now let's see sixth one. Sixth question is x is less than 8 and greater than minus 3. It's just written in a different way. X is less than 8 and x is greater than minus 3. So let's draw the line here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, suppose. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, arrows will indicate it is going to infinity. X is greater than equal to 8. X is less than equal to 8. X is less than equal to 8 and X is greater than minus 3. X is greater than minus 3. So like this. X is greater than minus 3 and less than equal to 8. It is less than equal to 8. So we are going from this side 8 and less. We are not going above 8 because X is less than equal to 8. Less than equal to 8. So we go to this side and X is greater than minus 3. So from minus 3 we go to this side. Question number 7. X is greater than minus 5 and less than equal to minus 1. This is very important to understand. X is greater than minus 5. If I want to write in the closed bracket minus 5 and minus 1. It's a closed, this is an open bracket minus 5. That means minus 5 is not included. And minus 1, it's a closed here, so minus 1 is included. So how do we write this? How do we represent it on the number line? Again, it is coming only negative side, so we can just write 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Now it says greater than minus 5. Greater than minus 5, greater numbers will be on the right side. And lesser number, if you have to go to lesser side, you go to the left side, to this side. And you go to the right side for greater number. Less than equal to minus 1. So because it is less than equal to minus 1, so we will draw a straight line. And this will give you the representation of this inequation on the number line. Where it is saying X is greater than X is less than equal to minus 1, less than to this side, and X is greater than minus 5, so to this side. But minus 5 is not included in that set. That is why an open bracket. And here it is closed bracket because minus 1 is included. Now let us see the 8th one. Okay, 8th one we have to solve. So let's. In question number 8 I have 4x minus 1. The inequation is 4x minus 1 greater than x plus 11. Now you bring x term one side, constant term one side. So 4x minus x, 11 plus 1. So 3x is greater than 12 or x is greater than 4. X is greater than 4. The values of x will be greater than 4. It is an inequation. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, indicate arrows greater than 4. All the values on this side. This arrow indicates it is going to infinity, and this set is not finite. This is an infinite set. So x is greater than 4. It is not equal to, that is why there is no straight line here. It is greater than all the values which are on the right side of 4. Which are on the right side of 4, not including 4, because x is greater than 4. So 4 is not included, that is why there is not a straight line. If 4 was included, then a straight line would have been included. Now, 9th question. 7 minus x is less than equal to 2 minus 6x. Let's bring x term one side, constant term one side. Minus x plus 6x is less than equal to 2 minus 7. It will come 5x and minus 5. X will be less than equal to minus 1. X will be less than equal to minus 1. So let's draw the line here, number line 0, 1, 2, 3. Let it go to infinity here. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. It is x is less than equal to minus 1. X is less than equal to minus 1. It is equal to minus 1 and it is less than 1. So let's go to this side. So x is less than equal to minus 1. It is equal to minus 1. That is why we have drawn a straight line on top of that. That means 1 is included. And less than means we have come to the left side. Now let's see question number 10 and 11. I have question number 10, which is x plus 3 is less than equal to 2x plus 9. Now bring x term one side, constant term on one side. X minus 2x is less than equal to 9 minus 3. It will become minus x less than equal to 6. Now I need to have x as positive, not negative. I need to have x positive, here x is negative. So what I need to do is I need to change the sign. That means I need to multiply it with negative 1. So when we multiply both sides of the inequation with a negative number, the sign of inequality reverses itself. For example, it will become x greater than equal to minus 6. If I multiply it with minus 1, so it becomes plus x. If I multiply it with minus 1, it becomes minus 6. But the sign of inequality will reverse also. It is very simple to understand. Minus 5 is less than, suppose 4. Less than 4. It cannot be equal to 4. So that is why I have written. Minus 5 is less than 4. It is a correct statement. Suppose I change the signs. I make it 5 and minus 4 and let it be like this. Is it possible? No. 5 will be greater than minus 4. That is why you have to change the sign of inequality when you multiply with a negative number or when you divide with a negative number. Minus 5 was less than 4, but 5 will become greater than minus 4. It can't be less than minus 4. It is not possible. That is why whenever we have to divide the inequality, both sides of the inequality with a negative number, the sign of inequality will reverse. Or if I multiply both sides of the equation with a negative number, the sign of inequality will reverse itself. Now I have x is greater than equal to minus 6. So 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and minus 7. This is going to infinity here, this is going to infinity. X is greater than equal to minus 6. It is equal to minus 6, so this will be equal to. And greater means I will be going to the right side. Greater means I am going to the right side. This arrow which is at the end of this thick line indicates it is going to infinity. It is an infinite set. That is why the arrow is there. Where it was a finite set, you had seen that either this kind of thing will come between the two numbers a and b, or this kind of thing will come a and b. But when we are indicating and with it an arrow, then it is an infinite set. This is a finite set, this is a finite set here. Now let us see question number 11. Question number 11 I have 2 minus 3x is greater than 7 minus 5x is greater than 7 minus 5x. So let's bring x terms to one side. Minus 3x plus 5x is greater than 7 minus 2, or 2x is greater than 5. 5x minus 3x is 2x, 7 minus 2 is 5, or x is greater than 5 upon 2, that is x is greater than 2.5. X is greater than 2.5 or 2.5. So let's draw 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2 indicated is going to infinity. X is greater than 2.5. It is greater than 2.5. 2.5 will be exactly in between 2 and 3. This is 2.5. Greater than 2.5 will be to this side. This is the indication of this inequation. X is greater than 2.5. I marked the point 2.5 and it is not equal to, that is why there is no perpendicular here. It is simply